Hey, how you doing? This is Coach Karvell Bailey. Listen, I want to ask you guys a question right now. Excuse me, what is the main reason? What's the main reason that you play? What's the main reason that your athlete play? Let's talk about it tonight. Let's talk about it. Are you playing because you want to win? Or are you playing because of the personal accolades that you can receive from playing? Let's talk about it. Because I reffed a game a couple days ago, and a young man stated, his coach said, hey, you kind of sunk up the court today, huh? And the young man said, it don't matter to me. I got my 10. Whoa. So that's where we at now with basketball. As long as I get mine, it doesn't matter what my teammates do, what type of success my teammates have. It doesn't even matter if my team has success. All that matters to me is I got my 10 points. I got my double figures. And this, my friends, is where we're headed in this day and age with basketball. Like, this is why I talk about it so much, because, like, how is that going to help that individual personally? How is that going to help that individual as a productive human being once the ball stops bouncing, and probably for them sooner than later because of their selfish ways? So what are you going to be able to take away from the game once the game has essentially chewed you up, spit you out because you didn't respect it or give it any respect, basically? So, I wanted to come talk about that because I see so often, and again, it's we have the NCAA live period and all of those things. It don't matter. You can play in front of every Division I coach in the country, but if you don't have this right, it's not gonna matter. If you don't have this right, you can play in front of all the Division I programs in the country. And that's basketball, football, lacrosse, soccer, cycling, bowling, archery, swimming, whatever sport you want to call it. If you don't have this right, and all that you're thinking about is individual accolades in a team sport, it's not going to fare well for you. So, after the young man said he got his 10 points, the coach immediately came back. He said, man, you got a bad attitude. I said, man, I don't know if you can play for me no more. And the kid like, what? And the sad part about it is he didn't even know that what he said was offensive to his team, disrespectful to his coach, and just flat out ignorant on his part. I got my 10. So, my parents are out here. Parents are out here staying up at nighttime. They restless, can't really sleep, trying to figure out how they're going to get college paid for. And meanwhile, all the kid is worried about is, I got my 10 points. And is that going to help me get that call from that coach? Probably not. So I don't want to make this like too somber, but like let's understand where we are in terms of basketball. We got so many parents, they just want their kids to start. This is another part of the issue. They want their kids to start. Why they want their kids to start? Because they want to be able to sit in the crowd and do this, stick their chest out like all great parents, but just getting their athlete to feel like, hey, you should start. And I talk about this all the time. Like, just because, like, getting them to feel like they should start, and at some point they're gonna feel like they're better than everybody else. Or you should be starting over him because he's not that good. Now subconsciously you are a computer programmer. Subconsciously, parents are computer programmers. They're programming the minds, the supercomputer of their kid, their athlete. And subconsciously, they're not going to like their teammates. They're not going to like their coach. And at the end of the day, they're not going to really like their game and how they playing. And they're not going to like that because nobody is going to like them. Because they've been conditioned to just talk about them getting their 10 points. And then those parents at the last minute want to come and say, well, my kid can play. My kid averages 10 points. And the high school coach hasn't done anything. The AAU coach hasn't done anything. And my son has no offers. They used him or her. When in reality, nobody used your kid. Your kid kind of played themselves based on the information that they were given. Oftentimes from a voice that they probably shouldn't have been listening to as much regarding that particular topic. So I just wanted to lay that on you guys tonight. It's nothing like just having an open, honest conversation late at night when I can really think about it and really take my time and indulge into this conversation. So feel free to leave me your takeaways, your thoughts from this. Let me know what you think about it. If you've ever experienced that with other players on your athlete's team, or if you're an athlete, if you ever dealt with it with your parents, or if you've dealt with it with your friends' parents, let's talk about it. Let's see how that goes, because I really want to see what people's opinion of this is, so that we can really get to the bottom of it and find a solution. So if you have a comment about this, positive only, and I even take some good constructive feedback. Anything negative will be not only deleted, but matumboed, blocked. All right. So, just drop your takeaways down here. Anything that you have, any takeaway that you may have, just drop them down here and, let's talk about it. Like, is selfishness, are athletes now playing more so to win basketball games as opposed to just playing and getting their own? See, it used to be back in the day, you go to events like, July and the open periods. You go to those events to win championships. If you win championships, coaches want to talk to somebody on that championship team. Now, I really question, do people go to win championships, or do they just go in hopes of being recognized by one of those people in the building? All right, so let's talk about it. Coach Karvell Bailey, peace.